Hi everyone, welcome back to day 9 of Stitch Mania. It is Thursday, May 9th. Today I am working on the epic Pokemon cross stitch pattern. The last time I filmed this I was at the edge of the page. So this is the edge of page 2, which I am excited about because now I know how far I can go on this page until this gets filled up. Last night was a playoffs game night, and it was very exciting. 3 games that we watched last night. We watched the Golden State Warriors and the Houston Rockets play. Unfortunately, the Rockets didn't win. Golden State did. So there's another game happening, I think, on Saturday or Friday. I have to double check. But hopefully the Rockets win that one. Then we also had the Celtics and the Bucks play. Unfortunately, the Celtics lost. The Bucks took it, but there's always next year. But it was a good game as well. We did have a win. The San Jose Sharks won last night, so they're going now to round 3, I think. Again, I'm not a hockey fanatic. I watch it because my husband watches hockey and the Sharks are his favorite team. So I'm slowly learning the language of hockey. So last night's game was very eventful. The last 3 minutes of the game, the Avalanche had several chances of scoring, and we thought that they would, but we're glad that they didn't. So we're glad that the Sharks made it to the next round. So I think this is the first year that I've actually seen, that I can recall, the playoffs for the Sharks, like watching an entire game during the playoffs, or watching several playoff games is what I'm trying to say. So it's been a good time watching them play. So hopefully we have some more teams winning in our favor next couple games. I did want to talk about too, I was watching last night one of my favorite cross stitchers called It's Stitch Too Far. Her name is Ingeborg, and she lives in the Netherlands. She had filmed a video about her birthday coming up next week in the month of May. She's planning on doing a birthday stitch along with the cross stitch community. And basically what she wants to do is for 4 days she wants to be able to, just the same color. No, it's not. No. For her birthday, she wants to do this stitch along. It's not a, oops, there goes my bobbin. But anyway, she wants to do a birthday sale and within the cross stitch community, and basically what it is that she just wants to do something fun. There's no specific pattern, there's no specific colors. There is specific color, but she doesn't have a specific pattern that everyone has to follow. It's basically choose any of your projects that fit within these 4 categories. So watching her video last night, she was talking about starting on May 15th through the 18th is what she has for this birthday sale. She also has a hashtag that'll be going out, and it is a B-Day Too Far sale. And I'll leave it in the comments below. I'll leave it in the description below so you guys can follow anyone else that's going to be participating in the birthday sale. So she has it broken down by 4 days and in 4 different groups. So for May 15th, the first day, it's day 1. The inspiration for that, or the project for that, is called frogging. And she had mentioned that is also the inspiration for her YouTube name, because she tends to stitch one a little too far. So she says she tends to add an extra stitch, and that's where she got the inspiration for her name from, which is really interesting and unique. So the first day is frogging, and it can be frogging any project that you have. She doesn't have a specific project that you have to follow. So the good thing about this cell is that you can work on, it could be, you can participate using the same project that you're working on multiple projects. So there's really no set rules on that. The second day she had mentioned was May 16th. She has the colored green, so you can cross stitch using the colored green, and that could be on any pattern. It just needs to be a color green, and green happens to be her favorite color that she mentioned in her video as well. Day 3, she has it set for friends, so I believe it's stitching anything that either a friend gave you, or stitching something that if you're working on stitch along with friends, or whatever the case may be on that. So that's the only one for that day that she has it set up as it could be a group event. You could cross stitch with friends, I believe, but it's the theme of it is friends. And then for the last day, she has it as old and new. I don't remember her reasoning behind old and new, but that's what she has it as. But yeah, she has those 4 days of cross stitching. It's kind of like a virtual birthday party. So if you guys want to participate, I will leave her YouTube channel down below, and I will also write down the days that she has, the theme of the days that she had talked about, so you guys can also follow along that way. And then I'll also add her Instagram, so you guys can follow her there and wish her happy birthday on her birthday. She is from the Netherlands, so she's a UK stitcher, and she has a lot of big projects that she works on as well. So you guys can go check her out. Just want to make sure I'm finishing this row up. So with this piece that I'm working on today, there was a funny story. I had gone to Sacramento with my sister a while back, and I was missing 3 colors for this Pokemon cross stitch, and we happened to stop at a Michael's, and I bought the 3 colors, came back home, started working on this. Well, since I had bought those colors, I haven't had to use them because the colors didn't come up on the pattern yet. Well, as I was sitting down to film, and I was like, okay, great, I can start working on this color, purple, and it's a color that I needed and I had bought recently, so I knew I had it. Kind of find out I can't find it now. Now that I need it, I can't find it. So I checked my stash, and that's one of the colors, like I had mentioned yesterday, that I had bought lots of floss from a lady last year, and it was a whole completed set. Well, this happens to be one of those colors that are not in that's not in my master set. So I'm gonna have to take a trip to Joann's and buy that one floss. And I looked everywhere for it. I stitch in my living room because I have a large sliding window that leads out to my balcony, and I just get all this awesome light, and this is where I cross stitch, and I can't find that one thread that I had bought, and I don't know why. I can't find it. I haven't moved it from my spot. It hasn't gone anywhere. The other two colors that I bought, they're right here sitting next to me. They're in my, they're sitting in my knitting wool that I have because I haven't bobinated them yet. But that third one, I don't know why it's missing. Do not know. I'm gonna have to go buy one just so that I can complete this piece. And I need that color so I can complete these stitches right here, these empty ones. So, gonna have to go do a Joann's run. That ever happened to anybody where you have everything, you're ready to go start on a project, and then all of a sudden the color that you need goes missing, or you can't find your needle, or your needle just disappears? I've had that happen to me where I was working on, I think it was the Cinderella Dreams, and I was working on it. No, it wasn't actually. Sorry, it was this Pokemon cross stitch. I had completed the first page, really excited about to get started on the second page. My needle had never gone missing, no matter how many times I had put this piece away, folded fabric over it, no matter what, the needle always stayed on my magnet. Well, that day when I completed page 1, I had posted pictures on my Instagram, went to go pick up the piece so that I can put it away, and my needle was gone. To this day, I still can't find the needle. Don't know where it's at. I figured, okay, if I vacuum over the area with, you know how they do it with pantyhose, and it can pick up an earring without it being sucked up into the actual vacuum. I did that. Needle was nowhere to be found. So to this day, I don't know where the needle's at. When I pass vacuum over the area, I don't hear that grinding noise, like if something got caught that's not supposed to in the vacuum. So it disappeared, just like bobby pins and hair ties disappear for no reason. You buy a full pack and by the end of the week, they're all gone. And you're like, what happened to all my bobby pins and hair ties? I just bought that. So, yep, who knows where that needle went. So that's why I try to keep at least a backup pack. So with this piece, this is my second needle. So, yeah. I hope I just don't step on that needle one day. Or if it's really gone, it's gone. Okay. I did see that I had a few cross stitch videos that I haven't seen yet. So I'm planning to binge watch a lot of those videos tonight and just relax and catch up on all my floss tube. Especially since it's Stitch Maynia, I like to see what other projects people are working on, new ones, old ones. I also like to see their progress on their pieces. And it just amazes me how some people can have 5, 6 pieces or more that they work on for the month and how they get everything done. It's amazing to me. So I like seeing that. 1, 2, 3. I just want to make sure I'm staying in the right spot. Yes, okay. I'm actually going to trim this one off right here. There we go. So that doesn't get in the way. Alright. I love how this is coming together though. I like that I'm actually working on purple instead of black. And today, actually this week has been a colorful week on both pieces. I know with this piece in particular, there's a lot of sections that are mostly solid colors. There's a very few confetti sections in here, which I'm thankful for because my Cinderella Dreams is almost all confetti, at least in the section that I'm working on now. But this week on that Cinderella Dreams one, I was able to add browns and pinks and reds instead of doing all the dark colors of black, gray, blue, and green. So I am getting some color into that, which is fun. That way I'm not just cross-stitching with dark colors. I know I had mentioned in yesterday's video that I grid using Silk Sulky in the Disney Dreams one and not in the Pokemon one. And the reason for that is because I wanted, one, I figured with this piece I didn't need it because the stitching area, the little squares, are actually bigger versus the Disney Dreams ones where the stitching area is a lot smaller. And I wanted to make sure that I stayed in the correct 10 by 10 square. So that's why I don't grid on this one. And also on this piece in particular, I use a 5-inch hoop instead of I think it's an 8 or 7-inch hoop on the Disney Dreams one. And I noticed I've caught myself doing 2 different stitching methods for each piece. For this piece in particular, I am doing, I believe it's called cross-country stitching, which is you stitch a large area just using a single color until you run out of that thread or out of that color in whatever section you're stitching at. And that's what I'm doing on this piece. And in the Cinderella Dreams piece, I'm doing confetti first and then filling in with cross-country. And that's what seems to be helping me get through confetti heavy areas on the other piece. And at the same time, it also helps with keeping up with the 2 techniques and not necessarily getting bored, but I'm not being slowed down as I work on the pieces, and I'm keeping up my skills with both techniques. Okay, I still have a way to go. Okay. I haven't been working on this piece off camera like I should be. Mainly because I've been focusing a lot on the Disney Dreams one. I want to really make a big dent on that piece, but I figured today I will work off camera on this piece. I am posting my starts on Instagram, so each day I post on my Instagram page what the piece looks like before I get started on the day. And yeah, that's what I've been doing. Or sometimes if I don't get to that point, I post that a new video is up and they can see the start for the day on there. And I am going to be filming every day this month, just to keep this as a digital diary. Thank you for everyone that has subscribed and commented and has liked seeing my progress on these pieces. I really do appreciate it. This is my first time ever doing a YouTube filming channel, like having that and being behind the camera and just speaking entirely as I work on a piece. Usually I sit in silence and just cross stitch, but I am finding this very enjoyable. I'm glad you guys like it too. And I think as a new YouTuber, I'm doing pretty well. I am proud of myself. I did think I was being a little bit too ambitious or overachieving by being a first-time YouTuber or floss tuber, video maker, whatever you want to call it, and stitching 2 big pieces during Stitch Mania, but it's like the phrase says, go big or go home, so guess I'm just gonna go big. Literally and figuratively, since I'm working on 2 huge projects in tandem. So it's been fun. I've enjoyed it. So I am gonna leave it here. I'm gonna finish this row with this color. Got a lot of its tail done, which is great. I apologize if the lighting seems to be oh great, just pulled out that thread. All right, let's get another one. I apologize for the lighting if it seems to go in and out. Seems that we're getting overcast weather right now, which is weird because it was bright and sunny a little while ago. So, gonna rethread my needle real quick so we can finish off that row. And then we'll be done for the day. Alright, so I think what I'm gonna do is this one. Nope, that's not it. Whoops, I pulled out a wrong thread. So let me go back. So I can see where I'm at. Nope, still didn't pull out the right one. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I just had to move some things around so that I can pick up this piece through the back. Okay, let's get you refocused. There we go. All right. Sorry for all the back and forth. Again, this is my first time filming, so I'm still learning how to do everything properly. But trial and error is what makes it better, I guess. So here we go. So since I made you guys go through all that craziness, I'll stitch a little bit more on this color. I'll go over one. Okay. And the reason why I pulled out the other thread from the front to the back is that now when I'm stitching, it'll pick it up, it'll anchor it down from the back. So I'll make sure that that doesn't come apart. So I'll show you guys really quickly what I'm talking about. So I'm going to come up through here, and when I come up through here, right there, so my needle's right here, going on the next stitch. When I flip it around, this loose thread is actually going to sit right inside of it, so that, let's see if you guys can see that. this thread is sitting right inside of the loop. So when I pull this down, actually, just to reconfirm, there's the loose thread right there. Pull this over and then stitch like normal. It will anchor it down so that I can rest assured that the stitches at the top won't come apart. Alright, so I'm going to leave you guys here. Thank you for spending time with me today. I appreciate it. Thank you for liking and subscribing and commenting on my videos. I really do appreciate that as well. I hope you guys are enjoying these videos as much as I enjoy making them. You guys can follow me on Instagram at Modern Stitches Co. to see my daily progress photos on there as well. And again, I will link a Stitch Too Far's Instagram page as well as her YouTube channel down below. And then I'll write down what her birthday stitch along daily plans are so that everyone can join in the digital birthday party. Thank you again for spending time with me, and I will talk to you guys later.